This is the story of the time I got to witness the historical Boston versus New York battle for the very first time live. Score was 8-6. It was the bottom of the last inning. There were 2 outs, and Boston just battled back from an 8-3 deficit. The athletes were leaving everything out on the field. It was everything you could imagine that battle to be, except it wasn't the Red Sox and the Yankees. Oh, no. It was the Long Island Bombers versus my Boston Renegades. Not only did I get to witness, I got to be part of it. The Boston Renegades and Long Island Bombers are 2 beep baseball teams. Now, beep baseball is an adaptive form of baseball for the blind. The balls beep, the bases buzz, the pitcher and the catcher are on the same team as the batter, so they're not trying to strike us out. That's not what they do. This is the first time I got to play an adaptive sport. I've been playing sports all my life. Ran track, wrestled. I even played high school football against sighted athletes. I played center. So if my quarterback wanted me blocked to the left, he tapped my left hip. He wanted me blocked to the right, he tapped my right hip. He wanted me to block straight ahead, he didn't tap me. He didn't do that. So it was 8-6, the bottom of the last inning, and the next batter up was supposed to be Tony. And as Tony was walking to the plate, one of the bases had a malfunction. And as they were fixing the bases, I heard the dreaded words I was hoping to never have heard. Tony out, Justin in. Oh, those words were dreaded for me. When Coach Rob said those words, I'm like, the base is not the only thing malfunctioning. His brain is also malfunctioning. And who's Justin, you're wondering? Justin is my brother. We both grew up in Hawaii in a family of 6. 3 of us happened to be blind. I was the athlete. Justin was the academic. He wasn't known for hitting baseballs. He was known for renting Mariah Carey albums from the library. All I want for Christmas is to never hear that song again. I learned about beat baseball. This was both of our rookie years. I learned it from a professor of mine whose husband just happened to be blind. The way Justin learned and got involved was he just happened to accompany me to one of the practices, and Coach Rob offered and said, "You want to try it?" And he said, "Sure." It wasn't my idea, guys. That wasn't. So Justin was walking up to the plate, and I said, "Don't mess this up. This is up to this point, my entire high school football career, I had the same amount of wins that we had traffic lights in my little hometown of Ka'u, which was 0. So I needed this win. And I told him, "Don't screw this up." And he said, "Whatever." There's no whatever in baseball. He walked up to the plate, and we were doing a thing called a cadence. That's how we know when to hit in beat baseball. You say coach, and pitcher says set, ready, pitch. And somewhere in that, you pick some spot to swing. For example, I'll start my swing right after pitch, and my brother probably will start his swing before he even gets up to the plate. He doesn't have much bat speed, but set, ready, pitch, foul ball. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh no. What do I want for dinner? I gave up before. I was like, I want steak tips. That's set, ready, pitch, foul. Everyone's like, man, he could do this. I'm like, you don't know him like I know him, man. Set, ready, pitch, foul, and another foul, and another foul. Everyone on our bench is saying, he could do this. And I started to believe maybe he can do this. But I don't even know if he knows how to run, so that's... Set, ready, pitch. He makes contact, and he's running. And he scores. Yeah. The score is 8-7. And we ended up tying the game, and we went into extra innings. And it was my turn to go to at bat. And as I'm walking up to the plate, he tells me, "Don't screw this up." And I said, "Whatever," which is a more athletic way of saying that, so it was okay. So I'm walking up to the plate, and you can't hear anything. And I feel my heart racing. Set, ready, pitch, swing, foul ball. I just hear someone say, "Man, these Cantan brothers love drama, man." Yeah. I took a deep breath. Set, ready, pitch, crack. Made good contact, and I'm running. And I touch the bag, and we win. We win. And by we, our team won. I won. And my brother also got his first win. And in that moment, I realized that just because you think you know someone doesn't mean you should underestimate them. Thank you.